We measure time in minutes, but life is quantified in moments. First kiss, new car, graduation. In this moment, we will discuss how to be there for someone's last moments. They say life is short, but it is in fact our most prolonged experience. When we see our loved ones facing illness or death, we are reminded of our mortality. Often we feel scared or anxious or confused. We want to help, but don't want to patronize with sympathy. We want to be there, but don't want to make it all about ourselves. We become paralyzed with anticipation of grief. And in this digital world, we learn about ailments through social media. We may see a Facebook post on how a friend is struggling to cope because they have cancer. Do you comment, give a like, send an emoji or private message, deliver flowers? If you know them well enough, you may know that they hate flowers. There are many new methods of communication now, but none are as effective as being physically present because we know that human touch and physical proximity have a profound impact on our physiology and well being. For example, babies require human touch for healthy development. Humans are reliant on physical companionship, which goes beyond communication through screens or media. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I noticed some people were distant and seemingly isolated. Now know that this coping mechanism may be for self preservation and stem from fear or uncertainty in how to provide support. I noted this also throughout the pandemic, which highlighted that each person processes uncertainties differently. No matter how empty it felt to not have a family present while their loved ones were dying in the hospital, the power of connection prevailed. I'm Dr. Akid, practicing palliative medicine at Johns Hopkins, and I lead a team that helps patients by working to improve their quality of life through effective communication. During the height of the pandemic, loved ones were met in parking lots and front lawns of the hospital so that we could convey the gravity of the situation face to face or mask to mask. Our team helped coordinate iPads in the rooms of patients who were dying so they didn't feel abandoned. This was the moment when I learned the necessity of being present for someone who is gravely ill or dying. This concept can be lost in the current climate of a fast paced world where relationships feel transactional, but it doesn't have to be this way. When time is short, minutes and days carry more value. Our currency is not time. Instead, focus and attention are crucial. This can be a neutral presence, neither positive nor or negative. Showing up doesn't require emotion or even the inclination for empathy or even having the right words to say. Second, includes the following: be informed of disease progression and what dying looks like. A striking statistic shows that 80% of people either die in the hospital or a healthcare facility. Whoa, we've made dying a business, y'all. We save for a lifetime to buy a house we don't even get to die in. It may be a rare occurrence to die surrounded by the ones we love, but wrapping our arms around one another when the body is frail is important and healing. Doctors share that weight of burdensome news, the words, "you are dying." However, most of the time, I find patients know their body better than anyone they know. Their behavior reflects coping. Some people get very angry and push others away. It's harder to leave a world with close connections. It's difficult to imagine your child's future without you in it. Ingrained deep in reality is the fact that disease is eventually introduced in everyone. And there is irony in trying to find meaning in that chaos. However, the choice we must make is how we face it and how we want to die. Every decision may face a trade off. Knowing what to expect, changes in breathing, changes in appetite, increase in pain, weakness, and that can all prepare you to recognize the signs and learn how to help. Third is to find beauty. As the poet Wallace Stevens shared, death is the mother of beauty. Only the perishable can be beautiful, which is why we are unmoved by artificial flowers. I know many of you are thinking, how can dying be beautiful? Death may come as a shock, but it is the only inevitability. Therefore, recognizing the natural cycle of life can help shift feelings of sorrow to acceptance. A good death constitutes having closure, minimizing suffering, and bringing meaning to life one has lived. So bring your loved one peace, bring your wholehearted self, and appreciate the moments, the good, the ugly, the neutral. The finality of time reminds us that life is precious, and embracing every aspect of it, including death, brings beauty. And some embrace the mystery. It is the unanswerable questions, marked by curiosity and creativity, that spark awe and, in fact, bring depth to humanity. And finding beauty in death does not negate the pain or loss it brings. It allows space for hope, for gratitude, and transformation to coexist with grief. It honors the duality of life and death and the ability to find meaning in both. Please allow me to share my talk titled The Art of Dying, How to Say Goodbye with Grace, because these skills mentioned translate to many different cultures, backgrounds, societies. It is fundamental for humanity in all diverse communities, and I will share stories in a 10-minute presentation. Thank you so much.